And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. And Jacob said when he saw them, "This is God's host." And he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother, to the land of Seir, the field of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, "Thus shall you say to my lord Esau, Thus says your servant Jacob, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed until now. And I have oxen and donkeys and flocks and male servants and female servants. And I have sent to tell my Lord that I may find favor in your sight." And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to your brother Esau, and moreover he comes to meet you, and 400 men with him." Then Jacob was greatly afraid and was distressed, and he divided the people that were with him, and the flocks and the herds and the camels into 2 companies. And he said, "If Esau comes to the one company and strikes it, then the company which is left will escape." And Jacob said, "O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, O Jehovah, who said to me, 'Return to your country and to your relatives, and I will do you good.' I am not worthy of the least of all the loving kindnesses and of all the truth which you have shown to your servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I have become 2 companies. Deliver me, I pray you, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he come and strike me, the mother with the children." And you said, "I will surely do you good and make your seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude." And he lodged there that night, and took of that which he had with him a present for Esau his brother: 200 female goats and 20 male goats, 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 nursing camels and their coats, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys and 10 foals. And he delivered them into the hand of his servants. Every drove by itself, and said to his servants, "Pass over before me," and put a space between, and drove and drove. And he commanded the foremost, saying, "When Esau my brother meets you and asks you, saying, 'Whose are you? And where are you going? And whose are these before you?' Then you shall say, 'They are your servant Jacob's. It is a present sent to my lord Esau. And behold, he also is behind us.' And he commanded also the second and the third, and all that followed the droves, saying, 'In this manner you shall speak to Esau when you find him. And you shall say, Moreover, behold, your servant Jacob is behind us. For he said, I will appease him with the present that goes before me, and afterward I will see his face. Perhaps he will accept me.' So the present passed over before him, and he himself lodged that night in the company. And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 female servants and his 11 children, and passed over the ford of the Jabbok. And he took them and sent them over the stream, and sent over that which he had. And Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he did not prevail against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was strained as he wrestled with him. And he said, "Let me go, for the day breaks."
And he said,
"I will not let you go unless you bless me." And he said to him,
"What is your name?"
And he said, "Jacob."
And he said,
"Your name will be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for you have striven with God and with men, and have prevailed." And Jacob asked him and said, "Tell me, I pray you, your name."
And he said,
"Why is it that you ask after my name?" And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for he said, "I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved." And the sun rose upon him as he passed over Peniel, and he limped upon his thigh. Therefore the children of Israel do not eat the sinew of the hip, which is upon the hollow of the thigh to this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew of the hip.